Romeo and Juliet is very good for us because it has everything that we need to put on the field. It's got the full range of emotions. It's got a bit of a storyline that we can tell, although we're not trying to tell a story. We're not trying to tell the Romeo and the Juliet, but we're trying to portray the emotion that is involved with Romeo and Juliet in terms of being the greatest love story ever told and ever written about. And when you think of love, you think of Romeo and Juliet. Basically, we took the last 10 minutes of the fantasy, from the very hurried beginning in Act 1 to the love theme, the luscious love theme in Act 2, to the coming together and the resolution of the family affair, and everything is finally coming together. Even though it is a tragic ending, it is a glorious one. And so it just fills the range that for a 10-minute production. If you listen to the last 10 minutes of that 19-minute piece, and it's only a 19-minute piece, you'll hear the Phantom Regiment's production of Romeo and Juliet.
We knew we were going to be off to a little bit of a slow start because the show is so difficult. You know, you have to be out of your mind to do some of the things we're doing on the field this year. And the endurance level has to be greater than ever for this group because it's tough to get through that show. You think of not just getting through it for 10 minutes, but when you're doing it for a full day rehearsal, the endurance level is got to be there.
Got to get those concerts to tie in that form. It doesn't make any sense without that. Take it back again, please. Take place. Let's go, please. Doesn't make any sense without the tie-in.
It's very emotionally challenging. It's, for me, a very draining experience. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's not something that everyone can understand. And after being on tour for 2 weeks, with it, I'm more tired than I've ever been in my life, but I'm also more pleased and I think have more emotions circulating within my head than I've ever had at any one time in my life before.
It's so emotional. The whole show is built on emotion from Romeo and Juliet. We're not playing Romeo and Juliet, we're just portraying all the emotions of it.
We have a lot of anger and love, and frustration and love, and then we have some light stuff that is involved with love, you know, flowing love theme patterns and some very anger type stuff. So I like the moods in this show.
It's a very, very challenging show. The drill's written at levels that I never dreamed of marching before, and the music is very challenging.
People that pay their money don't care if you drove your bus off a cliff, or your food, you didn't get dinner that night, or you got in late, or whatever. They came to see the Phantom Regiment as they know the Phantom Regiment, and they don't want any excuses. They want perfection, and you have to give them that.
We're a competitive activity, and the direction has to be the best. And when you are the best, you win. So those things have to fall in place. You know, we want to be the best, and I guess that means we also want to win, and hopefully that'll happen. The way things are going, you know, who knows at this point? There's a lot of corps we haven't seen yet, but the direction is there. We have the corps to do it. We have the show to do it. We have the staff to do it. Now we just have to see what the judges are going to do. And yeah, I want to win. You bet.